mistress of something she thought.
I was wondering if you could tell me something more, how you experienced the original recording of Music for a New Society.
Oh dear. You want to go back in there? You sure? I don't want to go back in there.
No?
Well, it wasn't a particularly happy occasion. I mean, it was really trying to finish things that couldn't be finished. It resisted, attempts to finish it. And really, what sketches you have, you try and make them emotional and passionate. So that wasn't a problem, but it was pretty bleak in general. Oh, I think it deserved another hearing, and I think the fact that the arrangements were so open and empty, they really left plenty of room for new angles and new sounds and stuff. Because the landscape in which those songs are were pretty bleak. Trying to do that with instruments is. I mean, I had a good time doing it. I mean, it was intriguing to figure out where the new core of the song was.
Never win, never lose, never win and never lose. There's nothing much to choose between the right and wrong.
So, I mean, I don't listen to them very often. I mean, once I'm happy with what's there, then I just leave it. Because I mean, you could go on forever trying to fiddle with it, and there's no telling that you could be any better, in another 3 months, So the one thing that might be not be true of is that if you go out and perform the album, when you do that, then other things shake loose, and then the arrangements, the new ones that you have, grow, and they become something else, and so that's always. It's always a very good thing to do if you have new songs, go out and play them live and see what the weaknesses are on stage.
I still hear your voice at night when I turn out the light and try to settle down. But there's nothing I can do, nothing gained.
Well, Cage is one of those, is a unique figure, and his simplistic approach to things. And it really took a burden off my head because his Zen approach to things, it really took a lot of the guilt about European music at the time. European classical music was full of angst, and the music reflected it. I mean, Webern, and so I couldn't believe it at first, but then it was so innocent and sort of clear that I enjoyed it. I mean, I liked it. Really got you to focus on things, and Zen does that. That's a way of you really clearing away all the debris and focusing on what you really have to do.
It's just a restless feeling by my side.
Silence can be fearful, yeah, and it depends on how it's presented to you. You know, if somebody tells you, "No, you're going to be quiet," you revolt against that. But I've replaced silence was the continuum in which all things happened. So when you're thinking about a continuum, I'd rather think of a drone. I mean, all these songs, a lot of the songs that I have drones in them. So you're putting the audience in the location every time, and it's like sound design on film. You know, you never have completely no sound on a film. It's very disturbing. Very good. I mean, the standards are pretty high here, especially in the sound on stage. It's really wonderful. It makes it so easy to work in that condition.
You comfort me. You comfort me. Hold me in the dark. You comfort me.